Before he became a haunted wanderer, Solomon Kane was known for his cruelty and violence. He was a soldier, a mercenary who fought for money and glory. Kane led men into battle, showing no mercy to his enemies. He was feared by all, and his reputation as a ruthless killer grew with every fight. Gold and power were his only goals. His adventures took him across foreign lands where he plundered and destroyed without a second thought. Kane did not care about right or wrong. He only cared about victory and survival. The people he left behind called him a devil in human form, and it seemed nothing could stop him. But deep inside, there were hints of guilt. Sometimes even Kane felt the weight of his choices. He tried to hide these feelings by becoming even more violent, but the darkness only grew. His heart became heavy, and his soul seemed lost forever. He was a man without peace. This brutal past is important. It shows us who Solomon Kane was before his life changed forever, and why he needs redemption so badly. Everything changed for Kane during a terrifying and life-altering event that would haunt him forever. One fateful night, while searching for treasure in a mysterious and ancient castle, he was confronted by a supernatural being, the Devil's Reaper, a figure of pure dread. This terrifying creature told Kane that his soul was damned because of his violent and merciless life. The Reaper tried to drag him to hell, its grip cold and relentless, but Kane managed to escape by sheer desperation. This moment shook him to his very core, leaving him trembling and lost. Haunted by the Reaper's chilling words, Kane realized he could not continue living by the sword or causing pain. He fled from the violent world he once ruled, seeking refuge in a monastery for safety and spiritual healing. There, he hoped to find forgiveness for his many sins and a chance at redemption. Kane made a solemn vow: he would never harm another living soul again, no matter the cost. He believed that by living a peaceful and humble life, he might save his soul from eternal damnation. His days became ones of silence, reflection, and constant prayer. He turned away from violence, discarding his weapons and trying to become a new man. Even when others threatened or provoked him, Kane refused to fight back, holding firm to his vow. The monks supported his journey, but they also warned him that his destiny might not let him hide forever, no matter how hard he tried. Kane's vow became both his shield and his burden, a constant reminder of his past. He wanted to do good, to change, but he was still hunted by darkness, both inside his soul and from the world outside. Solomon Kane's journey takes a dramatic new turn when he encounters the Goodwin family on a lonely road. William Goodwin, his wife Catherine, and their children are humble, hard-working farmers living a quiet life. They show Kane unexpected kindness when he is at his lowest, offering him food and shelter. The Goodwins believe deeply in helping strangers, and Kane finds comfort in their warmth and generosity. For the first time in many years, he feels a sense of belonging and hope. But the world surrounding the Goodwins is filled with danger and uncertainty. Evil forces are spreading across England, burning villages and kidnapping innocent people without mercy. The Goodwin family is not safe from these growing threats. As they travel, they are suddenly attacked by masked raiders working for a dark sorcerer named Malachi. The family is brutally torn apart, and their daughter Meredith is taken by force. Kane tries desperately to help, but his vow not to harm others makes it difficult. He feels powerless and tormented as the Goodwins suffer before his eyes. William Goodwin, dying from his wounds, begs Kane with his last strength to save Meredith. He tells Kane that sometimes violence is the only way to fight true evil and protect the innocent. Kane is torn between his sacred promise of peace and his urge to protect those who cannot defend themselves. The Goodwins become more than just friends to Kane. They become his newfound family. They are the reason he must decide whether to keep his vow or break it for a greater cause, forever changing his destiny. The evil threatening the Goodwins is led by Malachi, a once holy man who has now become a dark and twisted sorcerer, corrupted by his own ambition and thirst for power. Malachi's power grows stronger each day as he sends his ruthless minions across the land, spreading terror and chaos wherever they go. Villages are destroyed, people are enslaved, and hope fades with every passing day as the darkness spreads further. His army is led by a masked commander, a mysterious figure whose true identity remains hidden and who never shows his face to anyone. This commander is as cruel as he is powerful, feared by all who cross his path. Malachi's magic brings nightmares to life, twisting reality and haunting the dreams of the innocent. His goal is to rule all of England through fear and darkness, crushing any resistance that stands before him. People whisper in terror that he has made a deal with the devil himself, trading his soul for unholy power. Anyone who stands against him is mercilessly crushed, their hopes and dreams shattered. The masked commander enforces Malachi's rule, destroying anyone who dares to get in the way of their dark plans. Even the bravest souls are afraid, their courage tested by the overwhelming evil. Kane realizes that the evil is not just outside, it is also inside him, lurking in the shadows of his own heart. As he learns more about Malachi, Kane is forced to confront his past once again, facing memories he tried to forget. He sees how his old life of violence is connected to the evil now spreading across the land, and he cannot escape it. The lines between good and evil begin to blur, leaving Kane uncertain of his own path. With the Goodwins in grave danger and Malachi's power growing ever stronger, Kane knows he must make a choice soon. Will he fight for what is right, or will he let evil win and consume everything he cares about? Kane is haunted by memories of his past. He wants to be a good man, but, the world keeps pulling him back to violence. Every time he draws his sword, he fears he is losing his soul, yet he sees the pain and suffering around him. Kane knows he cannot stay silent while innocent people are hurt. His inner conflict is powerful. He tries to find another way, using words instead of weapons, but Malachi's men do not listen. Kane is forced to fight if he wants to save Meredith and stop the evil spreading across England. The battle inside himself is as hard as any fight with swords or sorcery. Kane prays for guidance. He wonders if he can ever be forgiven for his past, but he also learns that sometimes fighting is necessary to protect others. This lesson is hard for him. Every choice feels like a test. Will he become the monster he once was, or can he fight for good without losing himself? Through his struggle, Kane discovers that true goodness is not about never fighting. It is about fighting for the right reasons. Solomon Kane's journey turns into a series of thrilling adventures. He travels through haunted forests, burned-out villages, and ancient ruins. Along the way, he faces Malachi's soldiers and strange, supernatural creatures. Each fight tests his strength and his resolve. Kane battles with swords, fists, and pure determination. The action scenes are intense. Kane defends the weak and rescues prisoners from Malachi's dungeons. He rides through storms and escapes deadly traps. The closer he gets to Malachi's castle, the more dangerous the journey becomes. Kane's skills as a warrior return, but so does his fear of falling back into darkness. He is joined by a few brave allies, but many are lost along the way. Kane's courage inspires others, and his quest becomes one of hope for the people of England. He fights not just for revenge or redemption, but for a better world. The battles are fierce, and the odds seem impossible. Each adventure brings Kane closer to his final test. He must face the source of evil and the truth about himself. At last, Kane reaches Malachi's fortress. The walls are high, and dark magic protects the gates. Kane knows that saving Meredith and stopping Malachi will cost him everything. He prepares for one last, desperate battle. This is the moment he must decide who he really is. Inside the fortress, Kane faces the masked commander. In a shocking twist, he discovers the commander is his own brother, thought lost long ago. The brother was twisted by Malachi's magic and hatred. Their fight is full of emotion, pain, and regret. Kane must defeat his brother to save Meredith. After a fierce battle, Kane overcomes his brother and confronts Malachi. Using both his skill and the power of faith, Kane destroys the sorcerer. He rescues Meredith and breaks the curse over the land. For the first time, hope returns to England. The darkness begins to fade. Kane's final choice is clear. He fights not for glory, but for justice and redemption. He proves that even the darkest soul can find the light. Solomon Kane from 2012 is more than just a story about battles and monsters. It is about a man searching for his soul. Kane's journey is filled with pain, regret, and hard choices. He learns that true heroism is not about never making mistakes, but about trying to do good, even when it is hard. The movie leaves us with a message of hope. No matter how dark the world becomes, there is always a chance for redemption. Kane's struggles remind us that anyone can change, and that fighting for others is the bravest thing we can do. His courage inspires those around him, turning fear into hope. The atmosphere of the film is dark and gripping, but the story shines with moments of kindness and sacrifice. Kane's journey from cruel soldier to selfless hero is powerful and moving. He shows us that every person has a choice, even when faced with evil. In the end, Solomon Kane becomes a true hero, not because he is perfect, but because he never gives up on doing what is right.